Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Pro Wrestling Report Primetime Saturday night. We are here live in Times Square, David Hero. WrestleMania is tomorrow night. It finally happens. It is here. We've got big, sexy Kevin Nash as our guest talking about Undertaker versus CM Punk, a monumental matchup happening tomorrow. The Pro Wrestling Report Primetime from Times Square starts right now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report Primetime Saturday night. David Hero standing alongside Damian Nelson. He is I.
Who is standing right on the expressway.
Oh, I like to live dangerously. We are in Times Square, New York City, home of all the WrestleMania festivities so far. How about that Hall of Fame ceremony last night? King Kong Bundy, Demolition, Armando Estrada, sold-out crowd.
Tremendous.
At the Hotel Pennsylvania. What an amazing night. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight, shenanigans in the concrete jungle at the Hotel Pennsylvania. We're going to hear from Linda Kay later on, who's over at Madison Square Garden, where the Hall of Fame induction ceremony is happening.
And the list has gotten bigger as far as superstars coming tonight.
It's amazing how many people are going to be there. But, David,
yes,
WrestleMania, this past Monday night on Raw, it was the go-home show for WrestleMania.
Yes.
And we saw some ruthless aggression, if you will, from a man who will have his first match at WrestleMania. His name is Fan Dang Go.
Wow. Seriously?
That's where you're supposed to dance.
No. Listen, Fandango
versus Chris Jericho tomorrow night.
It's gonna. You know what? There's gonna be two fights on WrestleMania, and that's gonna be one of them. Jericho and Fandango are gonna go nose to nose, belly to belly, bumper to bumper, Wrestle Rock, WrestleMania. Oh yeah.
We talked about this with Kevin Nash last week on Primetime. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Triple H's career is on the line, David Hero. Shawn Michaels will be in his corner.
It's also his executive career.
Monumental stipulation in this matchup. This will be huge. A major match happening tomorrow night at WrestleMania.
It's going to be big. It's going to be, you know what? At first glance, you don't think WrestleMania has the powerful matches. It's starting to develop into something. They're starting to get emotionally invested, and it's going to be better than we thought.
Well, who do you think? You said before that you thought Triple H would win that matchup. Now with this stipulation, what do you say, David?
I still believe Triple H had... Listen.
Or Brock Lesnar, rather. You agreed with Kevin Nash and said Brock Lesnar would win.
You know what? But now that you dust off Shawn Michaels and you bring him out there, I just can't see DX losing to Brock Lesnar.
DX or
it's Shawn Michaels and Triple H
and perhaps some others. Who knows what we're going to see?
You never know.
Another match we talked about, and we saw the finish of that this past Monday night. The Rock giving a solo promo. John Cena giving a solo promo on Raw Monday night. John Cena, I felt, came off a little flat on Monday night. As a matter of fact, I thought he came off a lot confusing on Monday night, talking about how dare The Rock create his own championship belt when we all know John Cena created the Spinner Championship belt several years back. But be that as it may, The Rock delivered again this past Monday night, David Hero. Rock Cena 2 is not the biggest story of tomorrow night's WrestleMania, but it is a major story.
The Rock has made himself larger than life for this match. So just in case John Cena does beat The Rock tomorrow night, he is beating The Rock at his absolute best. He's going to beat G.I. Joe. He's going to beat the biggest star in the company and one of the biggest action stars on the planet.
We have met some amazing fans here in New York and New Jersey all week
over the world.
And you got to give props and kudos to WWE and New York, New Jersey for all the amazing atmosphere created for WrestleMania 29. And I really think it culminates not only tomorrow night, but tonight. Shenanigans in the Concrete Jungle with so many names. It is the party event of the year, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, David Hero, let's take it over to Linda Kay, who's down at Madison Square Garden down the road.
Yes.
And go to this week's event center. Linda, take it away.
Thanks, guys. And this week's Event Center is brought to you by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. I'm Linda Kane. As you can see, I am at Madison Square Garden. We're across the street, the Hotel Pennsylvania, where the Shenanigans in the Concrete Jungle Party is taking place tonight. Hosted by Big Sexy Kevin Nash. And you've got DDP, you've got Jake the Snake Roberts, you've got 20 other stars partying tonight with us. And if you don't have tickets, don't worry about it. You've got tickets for you at the door. If you consider yourself a wrestling fan, you've got to be here tonight and partake in the shenanigans of the Pro Wrestling Report. Got to be here with us. All right, let's take it back to Dave and Damien in Manhattan.
Well, thank you, Linda and David. WrestleMania, it really is an amazing event. There's nothing like it in entertainment.
No, not at all. I mean, we are in the heart of Gotham City right now.
No, this is New York, Times Square, Manhattan.
Are you
Concrete
sure?
jungle where dreams are made of. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere.
I thought we're in Gotham. Are you sure?
WrestleMania,
like
the atmosphere, the experience. You've been to several, I've been to several. It is just second to none.
Well, and New York is the home base. It really is. Madison Square Garden, New York City, New Jersey, it's all the same. It's just, a little bit spread out. But this is where WrestleMania originated. This is where number 10 was, number 20. Now we're back for number 29, and it is just ridiculously crazy out here.
Jesse Ventura said it best back at WrestleMania 6. I've been to the Super Bowl. I've been to the Rolling Stones. There is nothing like this. There is nothing like WrestleMania. And I tell you what, David Hero, I for sure am damn glad to be a professional wrestling fan this week in New York and as part of WrestleMania. And we've gotten a look inside the stadium. What an amazing setup. I mean, there's literally a Statue of Liberty in the middle of MetLife Stadium.
It is crazy. The production that they do at WrestleMania is second to none.
It is definitely second to none, and every week you pick somebody who's second to none, David Hero, and that is in the Robert Hack Diamond of the Ring. Who gets the honor this week of being the Diamond of the Ring?
There's only one person that's going to get the Robert Hack Diamond of the Ring. That is CM Punk. He may not have been a diamond, but he was definitely something Monday night. He got the world talking about his match with Undertaker, and kudos to CM Punk for starting a fire and brimstone.
Shocking. You picked a man that you hate as Diamond of the Ring.
I don't hate.
You hate CM Punk.
No.
It's written somewhere. I've seen it written in the stars.
Yes, it is written in the stars.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, fans, if you do nothing else, there are two things you need to do this weekend. Join us at Shenanigans in the Concrete Jungle at the Hotel Motel Hotel Penn, 18th floor, top floor ballroom. David, I wish we could really tell everybody who's going to be there because we have some surprise guests.
There are some confidentiality
who are going to be there, and you definitely want to be a part of it. And also, the biggest show of them all, WrestleMania 29 tomorrow on pay-per-view. We've got another recap coming tomorrow on our website, PWRshow.com, and our YouTube channel. We're going to be talking more about WrestleMania, reviewing all the matchups one more time to get you prepared for the big event tomorrow night from New Jersey on pay-per-view. And wow, what a week it has been.
It's been tremendous.
It's been dang.
Stop. I will push you.
That's homicide, at least manslaughter.
No,
do you want me to get Stabler and Benson over here?
Benson?
The SVU detectives. Well, it wouldn't be a sex crime.
The TV show, The Butler.
Really? Yes, you are Gretchen Krause. That's exactly who you are.
Who?
For Linda Kay, for this guy, this is Damian Nelson. It's time now to throw it back to the studio, David Hero. Just yesterday, we had Kevin Nash in the studio before we left here for New York. A couple of days ago, and we talked about the matchup between CM Punk and The Undertaker, and we summarized WrestleMania with Kevin Nash. So right now, let's go back after this timeout, back to the studio. Big sexy Kevin Nash, who's going to take us home on the final leg of our road to WrestleMania.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, the insurance company may try to stop you from getting what's fair.
After my car wreck, the insurance company tried to stop me from getting what was fair. I called Gruber Law Offices.
Be careful. Call us right away.
They better be careful. Now I've got Gruber Law Offices.
Call us. Let us get started on your case right now.
They green-lighted my case and got me $100,000.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Call 276-6666.
Welcome back to the PWR studios here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're on My 24 Milwaukee. And WrestleMania is tomorrow night on pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. And we've been on a wild journey for the last several weeks with our in-studio guest who joins us once more, big, sexy Kevin Nash, and talking about the marquee matchups, the headlining matchups at WrestleMania. We've talked about Punk and we've talked about, not Punk yet, we've talked about Rock and Cena. We've talked about Triple H and Lesnar. Well, tonight, a match that a lot of people are on either side of. It's CM Punk versus The Undertaker. The streak, will it be 20-1 or 21-0 after this night, tomorrow night, WrestleMania? Kevin, CM Punk and you have history, obviously. And I believe
I just have to say to CM Punk, who?
Really?
Who? Really? The streak against Punk.
Which you refer to him as a Waffle House short order cook? Something along those lines?
Yeah. That.
Well, let's just do it.
Okay,
CM Punk.
Okay,
what do you want to say about CM Punk first?
I think that he's done a good, I mean, he's, you know, you've got the streak. You know, a lot of people think that, you know, it's such a mismatch. You know, Taker versus Punk. Like,
well, on paper, it is.
I mean, paper in the ring. I mean, you know, it's,
in every way, shape, and form.
It's, you know, it was very hard for me to distend belief in watch CM Punk work against Dwayne with just the physical size difference. You know, the conditioning. You know, there was a lot of things that made it very hard to.
Did those matches work, Punk and Rock?
Yeah, I mean,
was there chemistry there?
I think that you know, I think that that Punk's he's a good hand. Mm-hmm. You know, good, as we would say, he's a good little hand, give you a good little match. But you know, it's kind of like the Rat Pack at the Sahara when you're talking about Undertaker and WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. It's a different. I mean, it's you know, it's Vegas. It's Undertaker. It's you know, even though Shawn has deemed himself Mr. WrestleMania, nobody's more Mr. WrestleMania than Taker.
So safe to say Taker is the biggest star of WrestleMania?
On that stage, absolutely. I mean, it's who else in this business is a one and done guy? He works one time a year.
Right.
His body is beat up as anybody's on earth, yet he can go out and for that one night give it everything he's got, give an epic performance.
Like he hasn't missed a beat.
No. I mean, he's a phenomenal athlete.
The phenom.
And he has become, and the cool thing is too is like he's one of the last. He's a character.
Yeah.
You know, he went through his, you know, American Badass thing, which I think was smart, because I think the reason that happened was there might be a chance that the money got too big with Turner, and he knew he couldn't have took that Undertaker gimmick over, but he could have took the biker gimmick to Turner real easy.
Kevin Nash thing, right there.
Yeah, that's. I don't think it wasn't in his ear. But what streak? But you know, in retrospect, I mean, he's you know, I feel you know, blessed to have been one of the 20.
You were.
And Punk will be one of the 21.
Do you think Punk is the safest guy for Taker in this match? Of all the guys on the roster, he can create the most motion. He's probably the one that Taker would feel most comfortable with.
And you can lawn dart him. You know, he's not a 230
into a trailer backstage.
You could do that. I mean,
he did wear a mask at one time, you know.
Yeah.
I actually was the Black Scorpion.
What's it twice?
Sting. So no, I think he's definitely the safest. You know, I mean, he's. I mean, as beat up as I'm at, you know, anytime I grabbed Phil and did something with him, powerbombing or whatever.
How many times did you powerbomb him?
I don't know, a couple dozen. 64. Sorry, he got me back because he said I thought he was dead. LOL.
before we have to BRB, Kevin, I have said on this program for weeks, and I still believe it right here as I am sitting.
He's drinking, by the way.
That this will be, and no one's told me this is just what I'm thinking as a fan. This will be Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania. The Undertaker will lose via pinfall 1-2-3 to CM Punk in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania. He will go out 20-1. Here's my reasoning. Here's my thought. The story is better if there's a guy who finally beat him. The story is better if you have to explain the one. This past year, we already had a Streak DVD come out. What are they going to do? Re-release that with one more match? In my opinion, CM Punk will receive the ever-discussed torch from The Undertaker in MetLife Stadium on Sunday, tomorrow night.
I think he's delusional.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
How so?
Would we be talking about Rocky Marciano if he was defeated?
I think the defeat would be forgotten.
I don't.
20-1.
Punk won't let anyone forget that one.
No. I don't see an upside to. I would rather, have the Pale Rider, leave the town and watch his horse go out to the sunset undefeated. Then I don't think that there's a torch to be passed.
Shawn Michaels lost WrestleMania 26, last match. He rode out on his white horse. He got the big accolade. He got the respect.
But he wasn't undefeated in WrestleMania.
He wasn't at all. You're right.
I mean, I think it's a different. Shawn Michaels WrestleMania, if you want to say dossier portfolio, whatever it is, has been incredible performances. Taker has had some questionable opponents.
Nathan Jones? Oh, wait, he was even that one, was he? That was Big Show on A-Train.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's done, phenomenal with what he's been, and lately, the latter part, of course, he's had some great hands.
Yeah.
But it's just a situation where he's Superman. Superman doesn't. I mean, he doesn't die.
And Punk does not have kryptonite.
Those three, who were they? The three, the ones. One flew, one was a mirror or something. They almost got Superman. I think.
Almost.
But
You're saying Punk is Zod?
If that's what they were, sure.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe Punk in Bizarro World could pull off a victory.
Let's go to Bizarro World tomorrow night in New Jersey. Then I just, Kevin, I get it. You know much more than I do in this.
No, I
just
think
from
it's
a fan's perspective.
I don't know anything. I don't know
this
anything
is
more
what
than you.
I want to see. I want to see the reason for The Undertaker. Okay, let's go here. Do you think The Undertaker performs at WrestleMania 30? Do you think he wrestles at WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans?
Depends on the opponent, right?
Yeah, I just, I don't know when he determines that he's,
Can you see Taker's last match is against CM Punk?
No.
So it could be a Brock Lesnar or a John Cena?
I would say if you're going to pass the torch, you pass that torch to John Cena, who has deserved over the course of 12 years to take that torch.
What does it get him? Can John Cena get any bigger than he is? What does he do with that torch? Does he need it?
He's not on Mount Rushmore.
No, he's not.
Well, no, but if he beats Taker, then he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's I just think that of course it's just my thought pattern. I just don't. When the history of pro wrestling looks back at this date 20 years from now, I just don't think that CM Punk will be somebody they'll be talking about like they do Bruno.
Or Macho Man.
That's just my personal opinion. I just don't see. I don't see if that's where the bar is set. Yeah. As far as where we're at in the business right now, then I just.
Is that because
maybe I got one more run? No.
Is that because in that era fans wanted to be Bruno, fans wanted to be The Rock, they wanted to be Steve Austin, they wanted to be Hulk Hogan? Do the fans want to be CM Punk? Is that how you also, the fans wanted to be the outsiders? They want to be, Big Sexy and the bad guy. Do you think the fans want to be CM Punk?
I don't. That's just me personally.
You don't think they do?
No. And I don't think they want to see Undertaker get beat.
You know, you can be wrong. It's fine.
No, it's not about being right and wrong. It's just my opinion.
It's about being right and happy.
We're all entitled to, but I can't see the Undertaker. Where does it end? Is 21-0, 22-0? When does it stop meaning anything?
When he can't go anymore.
We're still, it's 21-0, and we're still talking about it, and it's probably, of all the discussions we've had, probably the most heated. So obviously, it's the most, it's the number one angle.
Yeah.
Come WrestleMania is Undertaker's streak. And it means something only because he is undefeated. And if you take that away, if you beat him, absolutely not. He's not in New Orleans. Absolutely not. And if it's my company, and I need to go to that hole one more time, I want to go to that hole at 21-0 in New Orleans, because everybody's saying, where's the big match? Where's the big names? Don't take the one guy that you know is going to sell WrestleMania tickets and buy rates. Do not take that, tarnish that. Do not take that and in any way make it less of a draw. That's just my personal opinion. That's just from a business standpoint.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to find out what if. Go over some scenarios, if you will, with Kevin Nash here on the Pro Wrestling Report Primetime Saturday night.
Hi gang, Mean Gene Okerlund here on My 24, and you're watching the Pro Wrestling Report. All of the news about wrestling, not only here in Milwaukee, but throughout the world. Stay up to date. Join us every Saturday night.
Welcome back to the Pro Wrestling Report Primetime Saturday night. WrestleMania 29 tomorrow night, New Jersey. MetLife Stadium. Tonight, the big party shenanigans in the concrete jungle. Upstairs, top floor ballroom at the Hotel Pennsylvania. Man almighty, it's going to be fun. I have 5 bottles of Jameson, Kevin. Jameson Select Reserve. I just hope that David Hero actually does some work tonight and runs the actual show, because I'm partying. By the way, hey, you know I'm singing at midnight. I'm going to sing New York, New York, do my rendition of Black Sinatra.
Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out, because I'm doing a whole Welcome to Broadway Sammy Davis Jr. 6'10" White
Taps?
rendition. Yes, with kind of a
White Davis Jr.
Guy's got a lot of hispa.
We're talking about a matchup that is just almost as big as WrestleMania itself tomorrow night, that being The Undertaker versus CM Punk. I've said that I think CM Punk will win that matchup. You've said that, of course, that doesn't make any sense. David Hero, you, of course, for weeks have said that that doesn't make any sense. But let's go over a scenario. You said that if Taker does lose, there's no way that he goes into New Orleans. But let's say he wins. Let's say he does win this matchup, which is widely expected for him to happen. How do you exit The Undertaker from the WrestleMania scenario? Is it a Hall of Fame induction? Is it a farewell match? Is it saying before going into it that this will be the last ride, no pun intended, for The Undertaker?
I think it means more to if he did, you know, if this is his last match in New York. Like I said, you know, I just think there's you open WrestleMania in New Orleans with an incredible package, and you just let that body of work just sit and resonate and speak for itself, and then you say, okay, that's what that was the standard. Now we move forward. Because I mean, it's just
And there's nobody right now that's undefeated at WrestleMania.
But you know what, though? And this is, I still think Punk has a chance of winning, but what you've just said is key. You can build the entirety of WrestleMania 30 around The Undertaker.
Absolutely. And not have more.
Right. Yeah. That's, gosh. Yeah, you ever booked before?
No. No. I've actually thought about it. I could.
You once or twice.
I like that H's and H's thing they got going.
We thought you'd be revealed as the ultimate leader of the H's and H's, but really, we don't have time for that. Seriously, in any way, shape, or form.
I don't.
Taker, Punk, WrestleMania. David Hero, one more time. Your final word.
Undertaker, streak alive. CM Punk, as talented as he is, isn't the guy that's going to put Taker's shoulders to the mat or make him tap.
Kevin Nash, final word on this match.
It doesn't make any sense to do anything except for Taker to win, and more importantly than cents, it's dollars.
It's fine. You'll be okay.
You might have the last laugh come Sunday night.
He doesn't laugh very often.
You just did.
We've talked about Triple H and Brock Lesnar, huge matchup. We've also talked about the matchup for the WWE Championship, The Rock versus John Cena. A couple other matches happening at WrestleMania tomorrow night, one for the World Heavyweight Championship. David Hero, your guy, Alberto Del Rio, of course, going up against the man who you have pledged your allegiance to, Jack Swagger. Why don't you pick somebody in that matchup?
Well, Jack Swagger is the guy. They're heavily invested. They bring in Dirty Dutch. They're getting all the heat, all the attention on right now on Jack Swagger. You can't bring him in to lose at WrestleMania.
Kevin, have you an opinion on this World Heavyweight Championship matchup?
Anytime you upset Glenn Beck, it's a good thing for me. Just leave it at that.
I was hoping maybe we'd see, like, maybe an Alex Jones come in or something, and Swagger and Seb could get their hands on him. Or hell, Alberto could get his hands on him. We just need anybody to get their hands on him.
Anything that makes anybody in the GOP upset, I'm happy.
Kevin, the most sincerest of thanks for joining us here in studio for the last several weeks on the Pro Wrestling Report. We always appreciate everything that you do for the show and just being able to talk to you so candidly and really hear your insight on what is this wacky world of professional wrestling. And it has been just a fantastic ride tonight. The ride really culminates with the big party on top of Hotel
The party starts in 30 minutes. We really need to go.
Wow.
That's this week's edition of the Pro Wrestling Report Prime Time, ladies and gentlemen, for that one and
this
big
one.
Sexy Kevin Nash, who's exiting stage right. This is Damian Nelson.
It's shenanigans time.
So long, everyone. We'll see you on top of the Hotel Pennsylvania for Shenanigans in the Concrete Jungle.